Hi folks, welcome back for another adventure. So Harvey's on a bit of a road trip. I got a message by a YouTuber that he had something he thought I might be interested in. So I took a ride out here toward near Hartford, and he's got this business which is really pretty cool. So I figured I'd take you guys along for the adventure, and we'd play with some of his toys. So my new YouTube buddy Daryl, what he does is he recycles pallets. So he gets a call to pick up pallets. Or some people know that in some places pallets become a nuisance, right? You get stuff in and you got to get rid of the pallets when it's done. So he goes and picks them up. And believe it or not, people do manufacture things, and they need to load stuff up on a pallet and get rid of it. So or ship it off, right? You can't pick up every item by hand and carry it. You'd rather load a pallet up. So anyway, that's what his business is. And here's Daryl, the newest YouTube star. So greetings.
Hello.
I like the business. I think it's cool, and you kind of put it together yourself. So what Daryl does is some of the pallets he gets are got this like problem, and people don't like to use pallets like that. Especially imagine if you were selling wood pellets or salt or whatever, right? You put it on here, you punch a hole in the bag, and you end up leaking salt all over the place, particularly salt, because that causes quite a bit of trouble. So he actually repairs them. And if anybody's ever tried to take a pallet apart, especially if it's like this is oak, looks like red oak, these nails don't just pop out like a piece of cake. So Daryl's got this machine here that like does it for him. It takes the nails out. Let's make it go.
Okay.
So that's the power off thing. Now that is cool. That is cool. I wish I lived close by. I'd be like picking up all this stuff to burn in my wood stove. He sends it out for recycling, and they turn it into mulch. All those little loose pieces. Once again, I don't know how many of you have taken apart wood pallets, but you know, that's not a trivial experience. Like he'll replace the center support there. He's got to keep himself a clean shop. It'd be very easy to have little hunks of wood on the floor to trip over. Right, little nails. Got a little wear on here, so next time he has a welder by, this should get built up a little bit. Sometimes you got to brute force it. You can see how much the nails just going back and forth and rubbing on the table have worn that. This is where it's been. This is where it's been welded to make up for it. So that is cool. God, I can use a warehouse this size, Daryl. So this is, you said 1,800 square feet?
Yep, 18.
And what are those 12-foot ceilings? It looks like. Yeah, with some of this pallet racking, I can put a few all-terrain vehicles in here.
Yeah, a few in here. You fill it up fast.
Yeah, I would fill it up fast because that would knock off my restrictions.
You never have enough space.
So, and the way you do it, you separate the sizes, you know, and where do you put the finished ones right back on the truck?
Yeah, pretty much as I repair them, put them right on the truck.
So then you go drop them off to whoever wants them.
Yep.
And then pick up the scrap at the same time.
Yep. Usually I try to, places I'm delivering to, I try to have places I retrieve them from, so it doesn't always work out that way, but that's what.
So, we got the electric truck here.
Yep.
So you,
This one had a bad battery in it, and these batteries are really expensive. So what I did was I bought 2 deep cycle batteries, put them in series. So I got the 24 volts.
that's what this thing wanted?
That's what this was, yep. And I can't get all day out of it like you could, with the, the original battery. But for what I'm doing, just here and there, works fine.
Now, what do you charge it just with?
Yeah, I just charge it with a regular, car charger battery. I'll disconnect it and I have to do each battery,
one at a time.
One at a time. It does have a built-in one. I tried it, and I think it was just too much juice. That one's made for that huge battery, and as soon as I fired it up, I was cooking them.
Oh yeah. These things, they probably, if you're putting much over 20 amps into them,
yeah,
they're not built super heavy like the bottom thing. But you probably were able to get a deal on this thing because the batteries are so expensive.
Right, yeah, they gave it to me.
Oh, they gave it to you?
They just wanted it out of there, yeah, just in their way. And
you gotta love it when people give you stuff.
Yeah,
I like it when people give you
like
stuff.
hitting the lottery.
Yeah, it's like you're picking up pallets, and the next thing you know, somebody's giving you a powered hand truck.
And I got, if someone else had gotten it and they didn't have the money for the battery, this thing might have ended up going to scrap, You know, and thing's almost new, so.
I have seen them on Craigslist where needs battery, and they're still trying to get money for him, like
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's all set up here. He's got his little ramp, which gets him in and out of the truck. You got the truck there. I mean, I just find this interesting because at the factory I worked at, you know, the pallets just kind of came and left the loading dock. Just a preview, the reason why I'm here, and I'll be dealing with that in a whole separate video. And as a matter of fact, the whole separate video will have the description of where it came from and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So yeah, this is one of my first traveling videos to come see the interesting things YouTubers do. You guys all get to see Harvey almost every day. Now, now we have one of my fans, Daryl here, who now you can see what he does every day. And once again, this is one of those businesses. He was driving a truck, and then he was dealing with pallets, and then he said, well, hey, I can have my own business of recycling these things. There's a demand for getting rid of them, and there's a demand for, hey, I need pallets for my product, and he's addressing that demand. And all what he doesn't use goes out for recycling, which is cool, nothing to the landfill. And once again, I wish I wish he was in Newburgh or wherever where I can swing by and like pick up all these little blocks from him. Like this here is red oak. It smells good. Here, give it a sniff. See, and but I mean, burning it in the wood stove would be great. Some of you may know this. Hugh Dizzy used to turn this stuff into furniture. That he had a little business, but I'm sure he didn't have something cool like that to take the pallets apart. I'm sure he had to do it by hand, crowbar and profanity and black thumbs and all of that. Well, everyone, I want to thank you all for coming by to watch and comment and subscribe. I want to thank Daryl for inviting me to come. This is really pretty cool. Folks, I want you to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.